And today, it's our small step to introduce you to our campus pastor for the new site and the place that it's going to be. You guys already know it's a place a little bit across the river, just like Edom and Moab were across the river. We're going to be reaching a new place across the river. The site is going to be our Council Bluffs site right over here. So I want you to welcome our new campus pastor for the Council Bluffs site. Please welcome Mr. Nick Kalina. All right, Nick, welcome. Glad you're here, and glad you're going to be helping to launch this place. Thanks for leading the charge.
We're excited. My family and I were very excited to get involved and just move forward with Council Bluffs.
Yeah. So give us a bit of a statistical overview. I know it was a very strategic decision that we had to launch Council Bluffs. Give us a bit of a statistical overview of what's happening there.
Great. Well, our campus is going to be at Iowa Western Community College. We're renting a hall out there. And so when you look at the neighborhoods around Iowa Western, the number of families that live in that area is large, and there's about 7,000 people who live in the neighborhoods around Iowa Western. And then there are about 7,000 students who attend Iowa Western, and many of them live there. So that's 14,000 people just in the local neighborhood of what we're doing there. And then Council Bluffs itself is about 63,000 people that we'll be reaching just in Council Bluffs. But there's a lot of contacts outside of Council Bluffs, and we want to reach the whole area. And that includes Pottawatomie County, Harrison County, and Mills County. And when you throw that into the mix, that's 123,000 people across the river in Iowa that we have the potential to reach.
So if we have 900,000 total people in the metro area, 123,000 on the other side of the river, this is more than 10% of our target audience that we're trying to reach. I mean, this is a significant group of people.
Definitely.
Yeah, and we need to have another site there because people are less likely to drive 45 minutes than they are to something that's in their own neighborhood.
Yeah, it's a barrier, and it's one that we want to eliminate that excuse. It's there.
Good. Okay, so tell us a little bit about Council Bluffs. I know, give me a little bit of the flavor of it. I know that you've been visiting, checking things out. What are some of the things that you noticed?
Yeah, I love Council Bluffs. Council Bluffs is a lot like Omaha. The people there are just like Omaha people. There's nothing strange about them or anything like that. But the median income there is about almost exactly what it is here in Omaha like that. It's a city that loves its history, building up industrially and things, blue collar, and it's reinventing itself a lot. We got a great picture of a park that was renovated downtown that is gorgeous. There's a little spray park down there for kids, and it's beautiful. They have a brand new library, which I've enjoyed visiting, and it puts a lot of Omaha libraries to shame. So
yeah. No pride in that comment.
No, yeah. If you're going to read a book, it's best to do it in Iowa. So, and then just the area that we're going into is growing with a lot of families. That's an area of Council Bluffs that's really where the development is happening, and there are a lot of families with elementary and middle school age kids. But then the other unique portion of that too is a lot of empty nesters and retirees are moving into that area as well. So the mix of the people that we can impact is huge.
Yeah. That eastern edge is a lot like the western edge of West Omaha. So it's kind of like the Elkhorn, parallel for the Council Bluffs environment there. Just great neighborhoods, great people that are there.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you mentioned Iowa Western,
Yep.
and tell us a little bit about that, where we plan to meet.
We're going to be meeting in Luft Hall, which is a gorgeous place I've had the pleasure of visiting a couple times. It's an amazing location, and Iowa Western has been very, very good to us. It's on that eastern edge of Council Bluffs, and there is a college ministry from Christ Community Church. There are college kids who are meeting there now, and our goal is to come in and lift them up and support them as their site.
Yeah. That's awesome. And what a lot of people don't know is that even though it's a community college, there's residential living right there on the campus, and really pretty nice residential.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I wish one of the apartments my wife and I rented was as nice as theirs are right there. But and then the other great thing is, usually it's a 2-year college. Well, they're partnering with another school up north to be a 4-year college. So that means we'll have their kids longer. So that's great.
All right, let's take it. Okay, so Nick, I want to ask you a little bit about Christ Community Church demographic because, we're trying to launch with people who are current Christ Community Church attenders. I know you've done some study. What have you learned about the number of Christ Community people that are from Iowa?
Well, when we look at doing a site, we want to look at where people are being drawn to Christ Community from. Do we have a footprint of people that we are impacting and that we need to serve better? And when we looked at Council Bluffs, there are over 300 people who cross the river every day to come and worship here. Well, not every day, but every Sunday.
Every week, yeah, that's good.
They show up and nobody's here.
We don't want to exaggerate when we're preaching.
Yeah, exactly.
I would never do something like that.
No, never exaggerate. But they're involved, over 300 people involved every Sunday at Old Mill. And this is
not just people we have names in the database.
No.
This is people who are really like connected, leading, serving.
Yeah, this is not an overstatement either. Yeah, these are people who are involved with the mission and vision of what Christ Community does.
Yeah.
And then when you look at one-time touches that we've had, people that have showed up and said, oh, it's too long, or people that have been impacted by a program but don't come here regularly, that's over 1,000 people that we've had contacts with over there.
Wow. And when you say it's too long, you mean the drive, not the sermon.
Yeah, the drive, not the sermon.
Just checking.
So,
yeah. It's good. Okay, well, tell us a little bit. So we got 300 people there that we're hoping, will at least a fair percentage of them will join into the game and help us to launch. And then another group of people that we're hoping to be reaching out to once we're there. Tell me some about the emerging process to launch. What's the order of launching and the staffing that we're working on right now?
Yeah, right now, during the summertime, what we're doing is we're developing our core. We're getting the people who are going to be the launchers, the people who want to be a part of this adventure, gathering families and forming them. Then we're going to be moving into journey groups, and we're going to be developing those and launching those in Council Bluffs. Right now, there aren't any journey groups in Council Bluffs, and we're in the process of launching 3 and then moving forward from that. Then we move into pre-launch, where we start training, we start preparing for worship, we start preparing for children's ministry and student ministry. Trainings for all of our volunteers will go through during that time as well, so that when we hit into 2014, our actual launch, we will be ready for that. We will be excited to go with it and move forward as a church, set to meet new people coming in. And staffing-wise, we have myself, of course, but we're looking at having an associate pastor who will handle worship as well. We're going to hire a part-time student ministries person and a part-time children's ministry person so that we can be prepared again.
Yeah, that's important because, moving over there, you want to make sure you have not just a good, but a thriving kids ministry and a thriving student ministry, and we're committed to making that happen as well in the local environment.
Yep. And we excel at it here in Christ Community, and we want to transplant that and show people what matters to us most.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell me a little bit about why. Just a quick reminder, why are we launching the Council Bluffs location? What's the impetus behind it?
Well, convenience is not the reason, I was next door, so let's go there. But the reasons that we're doing it are, one, so we can impact people who are lost in our neighborhoods and our communities. I mean, that's a priority. We have 300 people who are coming across here to worship with us on Sunday, and we don't have journey groups there. And we want that to be there to impact lost people, to disciple others and bring them in so that Christ can be known. And we want to serve the people that are there better too, so that they can be uplifted so much more and that we can worship together and just spread our kingdom impact.
Yeah. So better for discipleship, better for reaching people. Just get where people are, and it makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
Okay, I know you've got 3 asks that you want to make of everybody while you've got the stage here, so why don't you make your request here?
Well, since you all just happen to be here, 3 things I would like you guys to do for me. One is, if you live across the river in Iowa, I would like to take 20 minutes of your time to talk to you about the site. After the service here in the Student Center, we're going to have a meeting for 20 minutes where I'll talk to you and I'll inform you about myself, the launch plan and the way things are, and answer any questions that you have. So if you live across the river, please come and just hear what we're doing. If you want to learn more about multi-sites, please do that as well. And then if you're online and you'd like information about it, because I'm sure some of you are in Iowa, contact me. And you can get my information, call the church, or my email address is at our website, and just ask me anything you want with regards to that so you can be informed. The second thing I want is prayer. And I don't just want it, we need it. We need to bathe this in prayer because this is God's mission. This is God's vision, and we're just doing the work that He's called us to do. And we need to be prepared spiritually for what is going to happen. We will face some hard times. It's not easy work. And we want God to be the backing, the forward, and the immediate of everything we do. And the final thing is to exploit the contacts that you have, not just for Council Bluffs, but then for other sites as well. You know people who need Jesus, who need involvement with that in their lives. And we want you to inform them about what we're doing, about how in their neighborhoods, there's a church that will love them and care for them and be involved in their lives, whether they live in Council Bluffs, Bellevue, or wherever else. If they live online, let them know about those things and inform them about what's going on. Those are the three things we like.
Yeah, we can do this to invite our friends to all different kinds of campuses. And we know, part of the research that you've determined is that Council Bluffs is an under-churched location.
Yes.
So to have a thriving evangelical presence there is a really, really good thing and a great thing to be inviting our friends to. So if you live there, go now to the meeting. And then if you don't, or for everybody, pray and recommend your friends to that and to all of our sites. So, Nick, I just want to say thanks so much. I appreciate your joining us and your leading through this movement. Let's thank Nick for his leadership into Council Bluffs.
Right, thanks.
Keep praying for him.
Thank you, Mark.
People. God bless him, too.